Yeah, Alioth is making his way back into Marvel Snap in a big way after this week's OTA. I've seen him popping into a ton of decks over this weekend. There's a really good Zoo deck going around with Alioth, where that deck is so good at getting priority that Alioth serves as a fantastic turn 6 finisher. He can not only be disruptive, but now he has a good point total as well. So sometimes just slamming that big number can be awesome, even if the disruption's not particularly high. And then I also saw Alioth in this crazy list on Twitter, and that's what we're going to be playing today. It is kind of a crazy one because what is it exactly? I look at this and I can't really identify a super clean archetype. You might call it like a Sandman or a Blink deck. There's no like ramp stuff in here though. It's just got like good early tempo cards. But essentially this deck does a great job of funneling the game into either of these 6-drop finishers with either Ultron or Alioth by gaining priority via just good cards early, sometimes, you know, a little bit of disruption as well via your Red Guardians, and then having flexible movement cards like Nightcrawler, Nocturne, and Jeff. You can kind of manipulate priority and location advantages in a way that if you funnel the game through Sandman, sometimes your opponent just can't play enough stuff to overcome the locations that you won early. That means you can sometimes push them into an Alioth if they need to flip a certain location, or just overwhelm them with the big stat total here. Or of course, go wide with Ultron. There are some go wide support cards in here as well with Dazzler and Blue Marvel. And then you've also got this Blink and Jubilee kind of cheat core. If you don't have a Sandman lineup necessarily, these could just get you these big, crazy good 6-drops. Landing early, which can just overwhelm people with raw power. Alioth now off of Jubilee feels like a fantastic play, even if you don't hit some great disruption here with the text removal. It's just now a 10 power body off Jubilee, and you're not gonna be too mad about that. But sometimes hitting a 4 or 5 drop off this with Blink or Jubilee can still be disruptive enough. And you know, this deck was played to top 300 infinite by its creator. I was like kind of skeptical, like how does this work? But I went on a crazy 10-2 run when I sat down to record the games with this one. So it worked surprisingly well for me. I will say, of course, there's a big surprise factor here with both Alioth and I think especially Ultron. Like nobody expects an Ultron after you've played like Jeff's and Nocturnes and Jubilees and Blinks or whatever, right? So this one might be one that loses a little bit of its impact as, you know, this video airs, for instance. Something like 70,000-80,000 people are going to see this. Obviously, some people are going to be perhaps more ready for this than they were beforehand. So I don't know that my results will necessarily replicate. This one might fall off a little bit. That said, sometimes it just inevitably put out big numbers that are hard to match, even if you do know what's coming. Maybe the snap quality goes down, your cube average might go down, but I bet you'll still win a ton with this one because it does do some pretty big, scary sort of stuff. And I think I'm okay with this version of Alioth being back, although it can still be pretty frustrating, I'm sure, to lose to this when your big home run card just fails to resolve late in the game. Oh man, our only 1-drop in hand, that sucks. Opponent got one. That doesn't sound fair to me. Lasagna Man should really drink more water is his title. They are made of lasagna. Yeah, I mean, I kind of dig this. Clearly these will almost always go to 0, but it's just about locking out positions, right? It seems pretty good. Kind of forgot we had White Widow for Kamar-Taj in this deck. It's really cool. Daredevil and Squirrel Girl together. Okay. Definitely no destroy stuff. We're thinking more zooey, swarmy stuff, but Daredevil's a bit of a flyer. I don't know exactly what to make of the Daredevil just yet. Jubilee mid's really nice. It's just a ton of stuff. It's kind of about with Red Guardian, sort of. Although not really, because the Widow's Kisses we expect to go to 0 anyway, so it really wouldn't change much. Oh my god. Okay. Blink is gonna hit Dazzler. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's a good trade. And Blink lives too because of the Blue Marvel. That's insane. I can't believe that interaction. That's so cool. It does kind of ruin the Jubilee to some extent, I guess. But I mean, Jubilee's still a great card. Just Jubilee Ultron would be the only like mega downside. If I go Jubilee Ultron here, I do save a little more space. Right, and I can move Nightcrawler too that way, so I can play like Sandman and Alioth. Yeah, this is probably better for an Ultron roll. Oh my god, dude. Why does it always happen? So I think this is okay though, right? Like we just play Sandman right. Oh, well, Supergiant makes the Sandman right a little worse. I mean, it is just my biggest card though. Red Guardian's only 5. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. And then we just finish on Alioth wherever we think it goes, probably left. They're gonna see this. I don't know. Supergiant, Gladiator, Squirrel Girl, Daredevil is just not a cook that I I know anything about. We're both playing weird decks, it feels like, but I like our curve. Man, that Jubilee, how much power did that Jubilee cheat, by the way? It's crazy. It's crazy how much power that Jubilee plays. I mean, we have priority, so we just Alioth left always. Yeah, this Supergiant's just kind of amazing for me. Yeah. I just have great numbers across the board. I just don't see how we lose. I kind of hope they play it out though, so we can at least see this Alioth just completely ruin them. They're like, just kidding, I'm a Patriot deck. I knew you'd play Alioth. Supergiant, with the kind of returning a rise of Alioth does feel perhaps a little worse these days, and already had trouble. Yeah, they were just so far behind. Even if these went off, it's hard to imagine a world where we kind of lose this, but because we're actually like at 18 here, right? But with Alioth in particular, these are both gonna fail to go off. Because remember, these are end of game. This is turn 6, so we'd reveal Alioth, kill these 2 cards, not literally kill, but turn them off, and then Sandman would reveal. Yeah, I'll take bonus Nightcrawlers. I mean, just filling the board, filling the curve are both good. I mean, they're sort of the same as Ultron cards in this deck. You know, we're not trying to pull any cheese with Patriots or whatever. So, ooh, okay, yeah. Do we ever go like Nocturne left and just turn off the raft, or do we try to win the raft? The way the opponent snap makes me think they might have like a Brood or something that's really good at raft, but I guess I can't turn it off till turn 4 anyway. Maybe it's something instead that's good in Cloning Vats. Oh yeah, that's pretty annoying in Cloning Vats. Blue Marvel can kind of create some surprise upside though, I guess. I don't have a 4-drop currently, man. Can I really not find a 4? Come on, dude. The deck's honestly not that good, but most of the deck here is playable. Even a Jubilee, we would just move out the Nightcrawler, right? So I mean, they go White Widow left a bunch. It's like, okay, whatever, we'll just lose that, I guess. I put like 1 big card there though. I could maybe steal it with Blue Marvels, or double Blue Marvel actually, like play the Blue Marvel there on 5. That could be insane. I have honestly such an insane hit on this. If I hit Alioth, we're screwed, but otherwise we're so happy, dude. Anything but Alioth basically is good. Anything but Alioth. Jubilee is fine. You know, actually, I think Nightcrawler right. I think we'll still have space for like a Blue Marvel left. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. There's not 2 White Widows is what I was worried about. As long as I can get a Blue Marvel there and copy it and then play another Blue Marvel, I think we're really happy people, right? Oh, I can't play another Blue Marvel. Okay. White Widow myself, that's fine. Galactus, okay. I mean, he's power at least. Maybe we put, so we know this hits Alioth. We just put the blink here, I guess, to get a big number and then finish on like Blue Marvel, right? This puts the Alioth in a guaranteed, which is really big, really big. Could also disrupt them too, technically, because we're revealing first here, so that's pretty nice. I mean, they did all this work left, but Blue Marvel's gonna steal it back, is what's crazy. Assuming I stick to that game plan, which I think I will. Alioth turning off 2 cards is insane. Debris locked out. Mysterio locked out. That must be the other Mysterio, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Blue Marvel here is nuts, right? Do we ever move Nocturne? No, I mean, I think we're winning. This just feels like a risk, right? I don't know. Like, it just feels like it could steal the game. Like, if we win left, surprise 11-8. I just don't think they're going to anticipate, like, a Blue Marvel in this deck, because who would? It's so weird. Nothing I've played indicates Blue Marvel in the slightest, honestly. Funnily enough, the Debris would have actually been pretty useful for me, by the way. Mockingbird Nico. Okay, that might steal right. Oh, Cersei's really big potentially. Uh-oh. Okay, the rocket doesn't activate, and the Nico moves the Cersei right. Not that it mattered, I guess. We won one of these either way. because we would have won 11 to 12 or 17. We really, either way, we were fine. I mean, fine. If Xerxes left, we're fine anyway. I guess we won all three. Yeah, surprise win left for sure. That worked out great. Like we said, the Widow's Kiss has actually added power for me at the end of the day. I wouldn't have had any power here at all without those. The debris also would have helped me technically. It was kind of a shame it went off. But again, great. I'm 5-0 with this deck, up 12 cubes, dude. What is going on, man? This is crazy. Panopticron, of course, that is insane. We hit Ultron, 16 power there on its own. So let's try to leave that open as much as we can. Thunderbolts, we don't really have a good reason to play to. We can turn it off with Nocturne, maybe. We'll decide if that's worth it. This looks like a just insane, like, Nocturne, Sandman, Ultron game plan here. To me. Baxter building. Okay, it's pretty good for Dazzler, yeah. Maybe we'll go Jubilee mid and then just move the Nocturne over. Perhaps later, at a later stage. Okay, Bast with all these threes is certainly a C3 deck. There is our Ultron. We're very happy to see that. Ultron could go mid, but we do really want to win this Baxter building. Let's see what this Jubilee pulls. I guess Alioth is just generically the best, right? Like, he's just so big. Maybe even if he doesn't hit, he's just big bodies. Yeah, okay. We like to see that. A little weird. I think we still go Sandman, right? Because it's just strange to turn off Thunderbolt's tower to some extent. Well, I guess, can we go Ultron mid and still expect to win, right? Probably, honestly. Depends on whether they play Cerebro stuff now. We'll math it out. Ultron right might be a little better, but that does leave the Dazzler a little weaker. But ultimately, it might just be where the power needs to go. We'll see what happens with this Nocturne as well. That could certainly change things. We need the Nocturne to be like, your cards here have +2 or whatever. Is that a location? +1, I don't know, whatever it is. Hotel Inferno, is that actually gonna go off for them? Oh, the Cosmo right means we're definitely gonna have to think about this a little more, because Sandman does not activate. We can't go Ultron right. I mean, I think Ultron left probably still just seals the deal here, right? If they go for Valkyrie would be my big concern, but Valkyrie, they don't have a Cerebro or anything, so we would just win right. They go Cerebro, Mystique. All these are gaining 4, so it's kind of 28 power. If they're buffed mid, we'd be in a pickle. Like if both Cerebro and Mystique got hit by Bast. Otherwise, we might be okay. I think if they have both, we lose right no matter what. Let's see if they're buffed or not. That's really going to be the metric here. I don't know if we've seen any Bast cards that have actually been buffed. That Cosmo is pretty clutch though, hitting that Sandman, honestly. That's a big deal. If they only have Cerebro, it's what, 20 power, right? Jeff could also move, which could be weird. The snap makes me nervous. Yeah, I don't know. We're obviously going to see it out. I don't think they're expecting an Ultron here. I don't know what this means, but I don't expect the Ultron. Grandmaster on the Bast? Into the Cerebro. Okay, that's actually going to be fine.
There's
yeah.
no strings on me.
Totally chill. Even with the +4, they don't win mid. Yeah. Oh, dude, we are really close to winning right as well. Holy crap, that Dazzler's big, dude. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. I mean, just like, dude, normal. Again, after I post this video, people will be a little more expectant of this on average. Not everybody watches my videos, obviously, but you know, there will be some people who see it and then they will know what's going on. But for now, like, how do you anticipate all this? I don't even know. Imagine if the Sandman goes off, how hard we win this game, by the way. Okay, Camartage for us is, I mean, it's not great, right? Like, what do we do with it? Ultron doesn't really do anything with it. Blink don't really do anything with it. Jubilee actually does. Jubilee's good, I guess. If anything, it's actually a bit of a risk, I would say, to Sandman, because opponent can still sometimes dump a ton of stats. You know, they have like Dr. Doom or whatever. Even with only one card. Fastos also potentially pretty gross. Oh god, the Sandman can shut down the Fastos, thankfully though. We're just gonna play this Red Guardian for a body, of course. That's totally fine. I think again we will Sandman just so that any cost discounts don't burn us. The question is, will Ultron be good enough to kind of to win this? Like, no, screw you especially, dude. The Mobius is fine, we don't care. Thinking about where Ultron wants to go. I mean, they haven't really played anything mid. I feel like mid might be kind of free to us. I'm a little concerned by this Nocturne and like what it's about, where it's going. The stats here suck. I wish I could have Nocturned earlier and turned off Necrotia, because that really hurts my Ultron play. Like, I sort of want to play Ultron right for that reason, but the way this game's going right now, I also have potentially a really good Alioth. If I just think the 610 is big enough mid, like we're ahead a ton left. So Ultron, although more total output, might not be the right numbers. DC. Oh, well, that makes Ultron just insane. Okay. Oh, dude, the Seraphasto Sandman. Let's go. And then Ultron here is just completely nuts, right? We could move like Jeff. Moving Nightcrawler technically doesn't do anything. Because it's 0 here still. Trying to think if that matters for any sort of... They're all ones. Opponent has priority, so like a Killmonger's not a risk. I don't know. It's like if Ultron goes off, fails somehow, I guess. Nightcrawler's power matters more left, maybe. Jeff is worth 1 here, but we lose 1 here. I think that's probably an okay exchange. The 1 here to kind of combat the Mobius theory, you know, that maybe doesn't matter, but oh, they're just done. Yeah, the Sandman just completely shuts them down. Sandman Ultron's so ridiculously good. Commertage on Ultron. We can get 8 cards in every spot. My God. Let's do it. This person will be like, oh my God, this guy's so stupid. He doesn't know anything about the game. Okay, so we know they have a Doctor Doom, which is pretty scary for Commertage. If I play any given card, like I can also do the Doctor Doom, right? So we know they have like 10. Like the other cards I play, honestly, should on average be like 5 or higher power, just to kind of like try to outpace those, you know what I mean? For now, we could turn off the Commertage and try to just win on like Ultron stuff instead. I like Jeff into Blink, okay. If I go for the, how does that work? Blink and Commertage. I don't think it does anything, right? The card already gets swapped in deck. Nothing happens. Howard the Duck, Nebula, and Dr. Bro, I don't even know. Okay, so this could be a little tricky thing we do. We could maybe just Sandman and force the opponent into their Doctor Doom. And then if we have priority in particular, turn it off with Alioth, or just match it, like know that we have our own Doctor Doom, and then just go for the match, right? Because like surely they play Doctor Doom on 6 if you limit them to 1 card. Like there's no way they don't. Oh, I'm gonna lose priority like this though. Okay, so we'll just go for the match then. Oh my God, are they playing Wong? Ooh, the White Tiger's a pain too. Jeez. Oh, that does really hurt them from a Doctor Doom standpoint though. If they go for Doctor Doom here, I only get 1 extra spot for the Dazzler. Yeah. I just do like... Like surely, well, what if they go for Odin though? I mean, you kind of expect them to go for the Doctor Doom though. And then you're up 13 to 12. Oh, but hold up, my Nocturne, hold up. No, I gotta do this the other way around. Nocturne has to go mid and Jeff has to go left. I don't know, man. I think we lose probably if there's an Odin, but if there's a Doctor Doom, I think we math it out, right? Oh, the Odin sad.
Are ye worthy?
We tried. It was you know, it's kind of like a 50-50 or whatever. You know.
Doom rules all.
It was cool. You are muted. Nope. I can see my microphone is working perfectly. Count Nocturne. The title's really good though. It says you are muted. Use your inside psionics, dear. So we got some Cosmo telepathy references here, I guess. All right. Yeah, we like Jeff. Man, Negative Zone and Necrotia. Where is where? I don't know. Actually, you know what we might do? We might put Dazzler here. It's fine, but clearly not an Ultron game. Like, this is just a ton of nastiness. I think we have to try to win Right and Necrotia, basically. We won't have a chance winning this game. Of course, Ultron makes an appearance. We might go Blink Right and then, or excuse me, Jubilee Right and then just Blink. We know we'll hit Alioth, Marvel, or Sandman, all of which are fine targets. Oh, Limbo. We do have a Nocturne, but not currently. Jubilee could hit the Nocturne, though. Let's see. Jubilee Nocturne. I think we want to turn off, Limbo. It looks like the opponent has some spicy stuff going on. Now, if this is a Tribunal Iron Man deck, as it seems it could be, Red Guardian's another amazing card. So if we could keep the Red Guardian in hand, not off the Jubilee somehow, get it first, of course, but you know what I mean? Don't draw it here. Then we'd be happy. Sandman's probably okay. Want to play Blink anyway. Oh, Bucky does not make me think that's what we're seeing anymore. This looks like more some kind of... Well, to be honest, I actually don't know what this looks like. Man, I really wanted to play Blink initially, but I have the Nocturne into Ultron here, which seems really good. And then I can turn off Limbo successfully too, right? Yeah, I think we'll do that. Probably just Ultron left. I mean, the opponent, of course, gets this data, but they're playing Magic for some reason, and I just don't want to see that. Bro! The Monster Metropolis roll-off, that sucks. They have a ton of power because all their stuff's 3, but Dazzler will go to at least 6 here. I could move the Jeff here technically and net a little free power, right? But is it enough? Right. I'm gonna have 6, 7, and 4 is 11, but kind of really maybe 14, perhaps, not always, but perhaps. Thanks to Dazzler maybe winning Monster Metropolis. I mean, this is definitely more efficient. I mean, Jeff has only 1 power left, and I give up 1 power right. So it's like technically not really more efficient, but that 1 power could make a big difference. I don't know. It's more efficient from a total card output standpoint anyway. Bifrost doesn't matter. Carnage. Yeah, they didn't really seem to adapt to the Limbo here, I don't think. It just can't be that big of a turn. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. Dazzler will win right, thankfully, with this Ultron, so this is perfect.
Strings on me.
Sweet. Yeah, almost even soul back mid too, like pretty close mid, man.
Victory.
Okay. Yeah, they just didn't adapt at all for this Nocturne. Really intriguing. Well, White Widow left is not exactly the dream. Hood and White Widow together. So play another Annihilus super hard. Now, Hood doesn't really mean Annihilus as much these days. We see a lot of, maybe we do this. We see a lot of bouncy decks right now, so might be some Hood bounce. The Demon already committed. I find that pretty interesting. That seems risky sometimes. White Palace. So we know they have an Alioth, and I do have an Annihilus. Now, the double Annihilus is always a fun little game because I think we turn off Mojo World without Ultron in hand. If we did have, Ultron and Sandman together, that might be pretty spicy, but as it stands, I think we'll do it this way. Ultron makes his appearance. Well, now it's sort of intriguing. Like, you could leave Mojo World up and just try to win that way. Depending on priority, the Alioth is going to be kind of interesting as well. Like, do we have a second Alioth, right? Currently we're ahead mid and right, of course. That Hood is kind of tanking priority in a pretty significant way. So our Annihilus, of course, would go off at the wrong time. I think I'm gonna Sandman for now, and then maybe just Ultron, and try to win Mojo World that way. But we might also Alioth next turn, or excuse me, Annihilus next turn as well. Theirs are just kind of getting deleted. I could make a really spicy play, but I need to lose priority in order to make that play. I could make a really spicy play and give them the space to actually send these over so that I can send them back. So instead of just being, deleted, I can actually weaponize them through the Annihilus. Now this does turn off the Mojo World, which is kind of a big advantage. But if they rip their Annihilus too early here, just because they're just so used to playing on curve and not considering the White Palace implication. Oh no! I just got, dude, Lemuria is the worst. Bro, I maintain priority because of this, which means the Annihilus goes off before theirs. Like, I have priority. I needed their Annihilus to go off last turn so that mine could have secondary priority. Oh, this is so frustrating, dude. So frustrating, dude. I needed, like, their Annihilus needed to go off, and then I lose priority. I mean, this could still steal it just because the number dump is so high. Okay, that is absolutely not what I thought was going to happen. Okay, never mind. We're lucky. I take it back. We're totally lucky. It was just a brood? Excuse me? Okay, it's just a brood for their Cersei, man. Yeah, the Cersei line's totally fine because they just don't add power mid at all. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, we found the right pivot, right? That's the important thing. We did find the right pivot. All right, Murder World, no problem. Blink Ultron's just a ton of power output, dude. I like Ultron. It's kind of just really, I mean, it's not exactly, but it's kind of like a Dr. Doom in this deck. You know, it's just, it's just that big 6-drop stat dump, really, realistically. Because you're playing Sandman into Ultron, it can just be that overwhelming stat dump, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Red Guardian, I definitely want to wait till the moment we have priority. It would be kind of sad to lose him to Sakaar, but Blink on a Jeff is fine, and Ultron is fine because I can move stuff out of mid, and Murder World gets cleared out anyway. Oh no, it doesn't. It's order, but I can move stuff out of mid, so I still have a way to gain power here meaningfully. Although admittedly not that much stuff. Boy, because that doesn't really mean, oh my god. Yeah, let's just wait. Let's blink in order to try to get some big power on 5 and then maybe finish on like a 6 or a Blue Marvel. If I do this, if it hits blink, oh no, the Jeff is what's getting turned off, right? So I would move Nightcrawler. Blink goes here, moves the Jeff. That closes me down. I just don't think it's worth it, right? I think we just pass. I think it's more important to have like manipulable space. Oh, dude, tough roll on the Sakaar for them. Jeez. The White Widow is really good too, though. Dang. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a Blue Marvel. That Red Hulk is gonna steal a spot, but hopefully only a spot. This can sadly hit Jubilee, but hopefully it hits Alioth, obviously, because that's the biggest. But I would take a Sandman or a Nocturne as well. Jubilee is the low roll for sure. Let's see. Nocturne is at least big. Big enough, too, to contest right now. So that's actually great news. And then I think we just finish on Blue Marvel. The question is, do we maybe do something spicy like this a little bit? It's a tad more power mid. Oh no, it's actually kind of the same difference. Yeah, I don't think it really matters, right? I think we're in a pretty good spot, to be honest. I think they just kind of want to slam. Uh-oh, 2 cards makes me a bit nervous. Iron Lad, oh god. Claw's fine. Oh my god, dude. If they had swapped those, I would have lost. Oh my god. I think that's probably a misplay. I don't, well, not necessarily, because they may just be thinking, hey, I need the 6 in this specific location. But wait, I only had So yeah, maybe we got bailed out a little bit, man. Wait, actually, would 8 plus 3 have been enough? Oh, hold up. No, hold up. They would have really won mid, but they would have been at 18 rights. They actually still would have lost. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Okay. White Widow is awesome. Just like this deck just really has a lot of like good cards, you know? We got Jeff, White Widow, Nocturne, Red Guardian. That's just that core of good stuff. I mean, you might even argue Alioth is just a good stuff card too. It's really just a pile of good things. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Jubilee is kind of just a good card too. Dazzler, a little more specific synergy. Red Guardian, did I say Red Guardian? Good, just a good card. Just, you know, usually 5 power and sometimes insane answers to stuff. Okay, they're stacking up for Bifrost. It might get turned off though. Oh, dude, I hope it does, dude. Dagger is nasty here. Titania and Baron Zemo. Don't give him. Okay, well, Dazzler might be worse than Jeff, honestly. It did turn off, so the dagger they're gonna need a little help on. My hand is just garbage though. Titania's garbage. Can I win with just like Sandman into Ultron? I mean, that's definitely a line in this deck. Problem is the opponent already has, dude, if they go for a Doc Ock, they might be in trouble. Oh, no, they're not. Hold up. No, they're not a mill deck. What am I saying? That Baron Zemo shouldn't. They're obviously a move deck. Bouncy move specifically. Okay. Interestingly, they're gonna have a hard time using this for dagger, maybe. I think since they're bouncy stuff, unfortunately they're gonna want to play a lot of it this turn, but they might still want to have a big turn later. So let's just play the Sandman now into Ultron. Does Ultron go right? Probably not. Does Ultron go mid? Maybe he goes right. Maybe he goes mid with Sandman. No, that feels weird. Maybe he goes right and we spread these a little bit. It's technically less total power this way, perhaps, but I just want to have one bigger card in each spot to kind of juice the numbers a bit. This might enable their dagger a little more. Potentially, if it goes here and moves this way. The Iron Fist moving things left is intriguing. If Iron Fist and, like, you know, move stuff like dagger ever becomes, well, I guess specifically dagger, ever becomes meta, you should really focus on playing right, huh? To limit the Iron Fist upside. Yeah, they're going dagger left into that Titania. I mean, it's really, oh, and dagger right. There you go. That's much better for them. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely this. You kind of assume they're gonna play a card here and go to 13. So my 12 feels a little weak, I would say. Maybe this dagger moves mid though if you play like a Heimdall. What I could see like a Heimdall left actually being a pretty good turn, right? Then you fill both of these. You got a just a mountain of power here. The dagger and the Widow's Kiss would turn off, so we would lose, right? Dagger would gain a ton. Dagger hits unrevealed cards. Can I maybe do something spicy instead and turn off a Heimdall here? Oh no, I don't have priority. No, I can't do that. Yeah, I think we just lose to Heimdall left, right? I think we just lose. So I mean, we'll play it out. It's fine, whatever. But I think we just lose. Oh, Heimdall mid. Oh, Taskmaster. Oh, wait a minute. That we beat. Okay, chill. Chill. Nice. Wait.
Victory.
They Taskmaster to Ghost Spider? I don't know. We take those. Yeah, I love that we kept the Titania at 1, by the way. They probably were expecting this Titania. Like, if I tried to steal this, they gained the Titania. Dude, their Dazzler didn't gain a single point, dude. I would have played right if I were them, especially the Taskmaster, I think. I don't know, dude.